A lot of people are talking about you possibly being the league MVP.
That would probably mean the world to me. I'd probably cry, but I'll save the tears for after the season's over and we get that ring. That would be a very honorable award because I've been manifesting success in football and in this league for many years.
This is a young lady that has made a huge impression in a very short period of time.
A handoff running up the middle and met a pair of tacklers there, immediately lowering the boom. And for the point after, they're going to run this one, able to get across and in. AC adds to their lead.
No one's there for Chicago. There they show up right there on the goal line. By that time, it's too late. Salazar's in.
Salazar, the Miami native and MVP candidate. Tries to spin away, wrapped her up in the backfield and brought down for a loss.
Here we go. The linebacker forces her out into the defensive end. Stephanie Daniels.
Goes Kansas City. Looking to find a little space outside. And
little swing pass to the outside on this.
Kansas City on top of Chicago. Kansas City, they have the 2-point conversion. 5, they keep it on the ground, looking to run, and Met knocked back. Salazar there with the hit.
That is just fantastic defense. Players flying to the ball,
making her impact on both sides of the ball. It'll be a handoff. Salazar along the top side. Salazar met, but a big gain on first down. Handoff to Salazar. Salazar. Pitch to Salazar. Salazar up to the 5, still on her feet. Salazar battling. And finally able to stop number 39. Salazar keeps the legs, churning forward the yards after contact. The handoff. Chicago electing to keep it on the ground. Able to find her target across midfield and down.
How do you come back and get the win?
Just foot on the gas.
Salazar, one of the top players in this league, an early MVP candidate. Handoff and met immediately. Kansas City looking to get a stop defensively.
Jessica Salazar beaten right at the running back, having a little get-together.
Here comes Kansas City. Salazar pulls her way through. Salazar just continues to make an impact on both sides of the ball. Tries to bounce it outside, met by a wall.
She's coming underneath. That is a fantastic job by the linebacker staying at home.
It's an 8-point game. Chicago leading Kansas City. Drops back in coverage, intercepted. Picked off by the force and taken back inside Chicago territory. Jessica Salazar doing it all for Kansas City.
Looks like she's going to rush, drops back, read the quarterback's eyes the whole way. INT.
Take a look at the INT from Jessica Salazar. Sets her team in great position.
Great play, timely play, a play that they needed.
Has their target wide open, Lauren Ziegler, and we're tied at 28. The Force are fired up. Fans on their feet. Coach Robinson getting a better view. Raymond still with it. Raymond trying to pick her way through and does. In for the touchdown. Hughes with the handoff. Salazar again. Salazar stood up short of the first. A gang tackling from the blitz. Clock continues to tick down here in the fourth quarter. 4th and 2. Salazar. We'll have to see where they mark her. And it appears that Salazar just enough for the first down. High time, takes to the air, has Ziegler wide open, touchdown Kansas City. Tied at 34, 2 minutes remaining. What a game it has been, and it will go down to the wire. Our MVP, Jessica Salazar, has been absolutely outstanding, making an early case for one of the best in the league. Another handoff to Thompson. Thompson right into the thick of things.
Let's see if we can get a better look at it here on the replay. There it is, and Ref's judgment call, he calls that incomplete.
11 seconds remain. Flushed, has her target, first down, Salazar with 5 seconds remaining after the first down pickup from Jessica Salazar. Hughes, again to the air, goes deep, intercepted. 40 minutes, not good enough. We will have to go to overtime. Raymond, the keeper, across and in. Austin, the visitors, #1 team in the league. The question is, can Atlanta take them down? We know one thing, it's going to be electric tonight.
It's going to be an intense playoff atmosphere.
Season opener for Atlanta. It is a marquee matchup if there ever was one. Austin on the road to take on Atlanta. Austin is 1-0.
Hey, I need everybody off.
A former defensive end, a great player, an even better man. 9 years as a head coach, he has done it all, but he has not won a championship. Could this be the year?
I think he could. They were pretty impressive in their week 1 game versus Chicago.
First play from scrimmage. Angel looking for space, and she's going to be hit. Who else but Jessica Salazar?
What a great opening play right there. Coming in from that linebacker position, she was fantastic in her first game, and Salazar picks up where she left off.
Handoff on first down, a nice run around the edge, and a good pickup in the hands of Salazar for the Empire.
You and I were talking before the game, Kit, that Jessica Salazar is going to be a big part of this game, and we felt that they might have the opportunity to kind of pound the rock.
Another handoff, Salazar outside, good for the first.
It's a simple off-tackle run to the outside here, but again, establishing the theme down, a run from Salazar.
They go back to Salazar. Salazar again, all the way inside the 5. Again to 39 they go, and she is stood up. Again to Salazar, bounces it outside. Salazar powers through for the touchdown, and the Empire are on the board.
Another off-tackle run to the left. This time, Cassandra Bills does not defeat the block. Rather easy touchdown for Jessica Salazar, and it was a steady diet of number 39 for the most of that drive.
Salazar again picks her way across midfield, and Salazar turning nothing into something, except 4 yards after contact. Another big gain on first. And it's 16-6 Empire. Again, they will hand this off, a short game.
I feel passionate about this sport, so I am a very humble athlete, and I take all criticism, and it's always something new to learn, so I try to absorb as much as possible. I recognize what my weaknesses are, and I mean, the coaches also tell me what my weaknesses are, so we work on that.
And to Salazar, she's hit for a loss.
Offense, run the ball down the throat. When it's time to put it there, get there, make them pay for it. You're 20 minutes away from solidifying a lot of hard work.
Salazar gets the opening carry. And here comes Salazar, up to the 10, picking up chunks at a time. With 6:07 remaining in the second half, Salazar lowers the shoulder and in for the touchdown. The 305 native, Miss Miami, lowers the boom and comes up with 6.
It's nothing but clear sailing, and going to have to be a little more physical from Rachel Washington if you're going to bring down number 39, Jessica Salazar. She's got a full head of steam. You're going to have to drop your pads if you're going to have a chance at tackling number 39.
Salazar stopped short. Comes down with her second touchdown of the night for the MVP candidate, and that's what Dane Robinson has told you and I on more than one occasion. He said, look, she is one of the best players in the league on both sides of the ball, and we have certainly seen why.
Absolutely. I think she's making a strong case for herself for being MVP.
Right. That's what I'm saying. AP West.
Point attempts. Hodgins to Salazar and able to get through even after the penalty. Salazar puts the Empire back on top by 12.
This is a similar play to the one Austin scored on earlier in the first half. Running back lines up on the right, runs a little wheel route out to the left. No one picks her up out of the backfield, and she goes in more or less untouched. Interesting.
You'll see if they elect to go back to the ground. They do, and Salazar again. Austin with 4 in, finally stopping the progress of number 39. Pitches out to Salazar. Salazar, 5 touchdowns. No one there. Jessica Salazar with her 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
If I was playing defense, I'd have my eyes on number 39. And I'm not saying the ball game's over, but it may be pretty close after that touchdown right there. What a crucial score from the Atlanta Empire.
6 minutes remaining. Salazar again gets the handoff and a hit behind the line of scrimmage. Another handoff is Atlanta looking to run out the clock and start the season at 1-0. Another handoff to Salazar, gets away from an arm tackle, can't get away from a second, hit by Palmer for a loss.
A little bit of a draw play right here, trying to fake a pass, but going with the run again, a good job, got to keep that clock moving.
They came out, they have run the ball early and often by and large. It has been that one right there. Number 39, Jessica Salazar leading the charge in the running game. An MVP candidate, and what a game she has had. Salazar, 3 rushing touchdowns, 15 carries, 77 yards.
2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdowns, over 6 yards a carry.
What a performance here in front of the home fans.
Very, very impressive. From the very first whistle to the very last whistle.
Out of the surprising Atlanta Empire, headed by their stud running back, Jessica Salazar. Atlanta is coming off the upset of the year and beating Austin. And they will keep it on the ground, trying to find that first down marker, and Atlanta's going to get this football. 2nd and 8 from the 12-yard line. And picked off. Atlanta's defense has come through on the opening drive, forcing the turnover. And what a huge play early on to set the tone by guess who? Jessica Salazar.
An absolutely fantastic job on that interception.
And they will keep it on the ground. Blocks in place. Tackles being broken across midfield. And again, they will go back to Salazar. Salazar follows her blocks, and she'll be stopped about 3 yards shy in the boards of that first trip to pay dirt. Toss, looking for a window and in, a mile high. It's the Empire that strikes first.
And that is touchdown number 4 on the season for Jessica Salazar, lowering her shoulder, barreling into the end zone.
Keeps those legs churning, looking for the conversion. Salazar is in. It was Salazar with the interception on one end and with the score on the other.
Dane Robinson, he keeps mentioning Jessica Salazar and MVP. That opening drive, could you make a strong argument for that? We got the interception on one end, the touchdown, and the conversion. In this season, what I've seen so far, you certainly have to have her in the conversation with MVP.
For 2, let's see if John Hassan's defense can come up with a stop of their own. Set up their offense one more time here before the break. Out of the I formation. Untouched. Salazar downfield and finally brought down. Blocking up front on the screen. Opportunity to go the distance. Salazar met in the backfield. Nothing doing. Back to Salazar. Oh, a nifty cut to get an extra couple of yards.
They're putting their hands to your face. Hit them in the fucking face first. Yes, you did this. All right? 21 on that 6, on that Congo, on that 6. Stem the shit out of her. I broke her ankles twice already. She can't move her feet because all she's trying to do is hit you in the face.
You hear Jessica Salazar talking the talk. You've already seen her walk the walk. An interception and a touchdown in the first half, and she's hungry for more. I mean, Dane Robinson, you heard the players lead the way, talk about how about some defensive pride? Go for that shutout. Out of their own end zone. Still on her feet. Corey Hardaway not giving up on that run, but the ball does not come loose until they rule Hardaway is already blown down.
Boy, that was close.
Poole had one option and finally gives herself up. Salazar has to be careful there. Gets out of one shoestring tackle, but a nice job by Salazar holding up Hardaway long enough for a couple of teammates to chime in.
There you go.
Second and a long 2. Poole under pressure and just has to get rid of that one before she gets leveled. As she's met by Salazar and a couple of her closest friends in Atlanta. Denver continues to try to pursue that end zone.
You got that sweet spot of the baseball bat. So if your form, everything is good, that ball will go. It's a home run. So that's how it felt when that hit landed. It was just a sweet spot. And I was able to just catch her in that launch. And I noticed she tried to lower her shoulder. So when I see someone lowering their shoulder, I'm going to try to get lower than them. And everything connected at that point, and she just went. So that's why when I got up, I wasn't like, it didn't feel like I did like anything crazy. I didn't want to like go rowdy or anything because we were still in the red zone. So we still had to focus. Our team is very tight. We're really good at communicating. And Keon Harrison, she's like, you know what? Let's shut them out. And I was like, all right, bet, let's do it. Let's shut these girls out. And so it was pretty magical.
So they straight up manifested that 0. They're like, yeah, this is going down.
Yeah.
We had a very successful regular season. We had 2 games that we dominated each game. We had great plays, great leadership. I like to think of myself as a leader as well. But at the end of the day, it's not the big plays that make the win. It's everybody working together consistently with discipline. We're here in the playoffs because we set our minds to it. The goal is to win the championship. So we're here to win a game, to get to the championship, to win the championship. It's not our goal just to arrive there and show up. We're expecting ourselves to win. We're setting goals to succeed.
Jessica Salazar, one of the top players in the league. As Angel rolls out, goes across the grain, and this is intercepted. Here comes Atlanta the other way. Salazar to the 10-5, a touchdown Empire. And that is what Jessica Salazar can do, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami native takes it to the house and puts the Empire on top.
And this is an ill-advised throw from a veteran quarterback. Running across the grain, off balance, lobbing up a wounded duck across the field. And Salazar is there, the recipient of that gift for Michelle Angel. Takes that all the way to the house.
Leading by example. Atlanta on the way, and a massive blow leveled by the running back Salazar. She has come out to play.
I tell you what kind of fire is burning. She wants to make her name as the league MVP. And right now, she's well on her way to doing that with this early performance. And here's another one.
And they will continue with number 39. Salazar again picks her way through across the 5 and down to the 3. In the Maryland Eye again with Salazar down to the 10. In that power run game, Atlanta daring Austin to stop it, and they have not been able to thus far. Hodgins underneath has Salazar. We'll see if Atlanta can settle things down as they get back to the ground and pound game that the Empire knows so well. Again, back in the Maryland Eye, handoff to Salazar. Salazar pushed out of bounds.
It doesn't get any better than Atlanta, and it doesn't get any better than number 39, Jessica Salazar. Every time she gets the ball, she is falling forward 4, 5, 6, 10 yards, whatever the case may be. She is truly an MVP candidate.
We're not going to allow them to believe that they're better than what they are because we have allowed it. We have allowed it.
And it's a 2-point game at the break as we take a look at our first half stats. Austin, 3 turnovers in less than, or 3 touchdowns in less than 5 minutes. Handoff to Salazar. Salazar on her feet inside the 5. This one comes out, but after she was down. The yards after contact stats for Salazar in this game are astounding.
Yep.
Salazar unable to scoop that one up.
Oh my goodness, that play might have gone the distance.
Here comes Salazar on cue, up to the 14. Salazar lowers the boom. Salazar still, they're going to whistle her out of bounds. And Salazar, the first down and then some. A statement game from number 39.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Just a simple pass out to the flats, and here we go. Lower the boom and hop on the bus. She is running, she is gunning, she is do it all. Man, what an impressive player, Jessica Salazar.
Could this be the play of the game? Hodgins scrambles. Hodgins drops back to throw, has a target complete. Touchdown. Who else? Jessica Salazar.
Like I said before the game, it's just another obstacle. And Austin made this obstacle the hardest one of all, so I give them a lot of respect. We had to give everything we had. We made tons of errors, and we had our moments of doubt. But even in the moments of doubt, you still have to have faith and give everything you have each play, and that's what we did. We didn't get too down on ourselves, and we had to find a way to fight back, and that's what we did.
How much more gas do you have in the tank? It seemed like you left it all out on the field tonight.
I got a full tank of gas, baby. I can go a whole nother game. Give it to me.
Okay. Now talk to us about the matchup versus Chicago. Now obviously you guys weren't showing them everything in that first game, but how do you look at that matchup versus Chicago after what you saw from them today?
I've been manifesting to play against them again, so this is the rematch that I've been dreaming of, to be honest, because we went and played against them and they only beat us in overtime, so imagine what we're going to look like when we come out full throttle, open playbook, full roster, ready to go.
Salazar, a true power back, and perhaps the biggest test for the Chicago defense tonight. The quarterback keeper around the side over midfield, the 20, and knocked out.
There's almost a sack, then it's almost caught. You'll see right here from Robinson, and then it is almost intercepted by Jessica Salazar.
And you can see the blitz defense keen on number 39 immediately.
Absolutely. Salazar will have the undivided attention of the Chicago blitz.
Salazar is toted the rock more often than not and gets another carry here around the near side. It's a third consecutive carry for Salazar. Off to Salazar across the 5, 4th and 3, a huge 4th down coming. Ziegler in motion, Salazar in the backfield, and Salazar gets the handoff and in for the Empire touchdown. Atlanta is on the board.
Great run here around the right side from Salazar. She's the league MVP for a reason.
Looking for the conversion, and they are stopped short. So it'll be 6-0.
There we go. We got a wagon train heading around that left side. Oh, and yep, just barely short.
Raymond steps up complete at midfield and all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, Chicago has an opportunity to take huge momentum into the halftime break if they can score. Here, has her target complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chill for a second. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Y'all are pushing people. We are not controlling them whatsoever. Y'all see that when we are actually doing what we need to do, we're chunking off the 4, 5, 8 yards.
You think about Atlanta, one of the top rushing attacks in the league. They have been held to just 13 yards on the ground in the first half.
League MVP Jessica Salazar from the linebacker, double teaming it right there.
For Atlanta. In with Salazar. Salazar keeps the legs churning and picks up a good 3 after contact.
This is an impressive run from Jessica Salazar, pretty much single-handedly doing this on her own.
It'll be to Salazar. Salazar to the outside, has enough for the first down. 4th and less than a yard now for Atlanta to keep the drive alive. Power set to the right. Salazar again in the backfield. Salazar takes the handoff and she's gonna be hit. Salazar blasted. The ball came out. Who has it? Ball on the turf. Chicago says they have it. And yes, they do. Again, Raymond under duress, takes to the air, has it complete. And here go the blitz.
That's how an MVP tackles right there, Jessica Salazar.
Chicago looking to take advantage. Raymond has Drain in the backfield. Robinson in motion. They will go to Drain again, and she is hit for a loss. Stood up. Salazar along with Blacklock. Raymond the keeper around the side, and she is in untouched. Stephanie Raymond for the blitz. Hodgins under pressure. This one in front of Salazar, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Hodgins is hit. Stephanie Daniels, huge sack on 4th down, gives it back to Raymond. Hey! Salazar will be hit short, does not get the point after attempt, so it stays a 7-point game, a minute 54 remaining. Raymond again, the keeper, finds her way through across midfield. Chicago can simply run out the clock, and now it is just that, a matter of time before the Blitz are crowned the first ever X-League champion.
But before we get into that, I also want to acknowledge the Atlanta Empire. They played one heck of a game, fought to the end, and a tough road to get here to the X Cup.